Hi there, this is Jen, and thanks for joining me on the Pixie Dust Designs YouTube channel today. Today I'm using this fabulous haunted house die set to make a really fun Halloween card. And so I'm gonna go ahead and show you the die set. It comes with all of these pieces. This can be used for so many things, not just Halloween. There's some elements in here, the house and the tree, that could be used for other occasions as well. But it's got a lot of little details in there that make it really fun to create a Halloween card. So I'm gonna go ahead and spritz my background with a mixture of distress spray stains and oxides as well. So I'm using a piece of watercolor cardstock, and I've got my splatter box there to keep that ink contained. And the first color I went ahead and used was Carved Pumpkin, and then I'm going to go ahead and spray some Aged Mahogany, and then I will take some Lumberjack Plaid, and I'm not drying this in between just because these colors are kind of in the same color family, and so I don't mind if they mix up a little bit. But you'll see that throughout I do dry to, like, when I'm switching up to other colors. And so I'm going to go ahead and dry it now. So I'm going to tap off a little bit of that color. I'll get my heat tool and dry that up. And then once I have that dry, I'm going to go in with the seedless preserves, and this one is an oxide. So I'm going to go ahead and splatter that. I didn't really like how that looked, so I'm going to take some water to get that color to move around a bit. And then my next color is going to be Rusty Hinge, and this is an oxide as well. I actually love using the distress inks, probably more than the oxides, because I think they're a little bit brighter, but I think mixing them up as well is really fun. And then instead of drying, I just went ahead and flipped the card over. I'm going to add some distress ink in Faded Jeans, and then I'm going to use Prized Ribbon as well. And then I'm going to take a paper towel and kind of wipe off the edges where that color has collected, and I'm just going to pounce that over the card just to give it a little bit of texture and to kind of mix the colors up. You can also take water and spritz it and mix the colors up as well, but to get a little bit of that ink off, I always like to take a paper towel and kind of blot that a little bit. And then once I have dried that, I'm going to take my fan brush and I'm just going to spritz some water on my craft mat. And then I'll dip my fan brush in the water and then tap that over my card to give. I like the fan brush because it gives nice little splatters. And so I think it's a really cool effect, especially at the bottom where the red color is mixing with the others. And so I'll go ahead and set my panel aside, and I'm going to start on my house. And so I have cut out the haunted house 3 times with black cardstock. I love this die because look at the windows. Isn't that the coolest thing? I love that you can open the windows and the doors. I just love that. But I wanted to give it a lot of dimension, and so I'm going to go ahead and add adhesive. I'm going to stack these all together so that it's fairly raised. And I like the effect of having the multiple window flaps and the multiple door flaps to go ahead and create this. So I'll go ahead and finish up adding that layer, and then I'm going to add some foam to give it a little bit more dimension. So I'll add that foam all over the place, and then I'm going to take my top piece and lay that on. And when I was doing the background for this to create the light behind the windows, I didn't realize that the die set actually comes with dies that are a little bit bigger than the windows and the door that you can use. And I'll show you that here in a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and stack up the bats, and so I add a little bit of adhesive and then take my craft tool and layer the bats, and then we'll go ahead and work on the tree. And I just added some walnut stain, black soot, and ground espresso in distress inks or oxides. And then here is my background for my haunted house. I'm just gonna go ahead and trim this out and make it fit behind there. But again, I didn't realize that there are dies in this set that fit behind the windows and the doors. And the dies are helpful because you can give different effects. You can put different things behind the window so it's not all the same. Like mine is all the same. It's all yellow to look like light. But you can definitely use those dies that come with this set to add different details so it is not all the same. So I just went ahead and cut that out again, and I'm going to fit that behind the windows so that you get that color coming through all those windows. And then once again, I'm going to take my pick and go ahead and open everything up. I just think that's the coolest thing. So for my background, I'm going to add a moon. So I've just got a circle die cut, and I'm going to go around the edges first with some black soot. And then I'm going to take some Distress Oxide in Pumice Stone along with my blending brush. And I'm just going to go from the edge to kind of blend that black in towards the center as well as the gray. And then I'm taking a smaller blending brush. And I'm just going to pounce that Pumice Stone color and add some moon spots. And then to get rid of kind of the harshness of those, I went ahead and took my blending brush again and kind of blended those out and smoothed those out a little bit. But I'm going to add these bats to the card as well as this ghost. And there are several different styles of ghosts that are in this die set, as well as some pumpkins, a cat, as well as some gravestones. So everything really that you need to create a wonderful Halloween scene. I'm also going to use this die set, or I did use this die set at the beginning of the month. We had a hop, and I used this die set to create a treat box, the haunted house in particular, but I also added some of those other elements from the set for that, and that is over on my channel if you want to check that out. So to make this extra strong, I did go ahead and use both some my tape runner and liquid adhesive. I'll go ahead and add that to the card, and then I will add my bats and the ghost. And then I'm going to add a little bit of white splatter to give the look of kind of some stars in the background. So I added some white acrylic paint to my craft mat. I'll wet that down or water that down a little bit, and grab another fan brush and add a bit of that white splatter to the card. And that's going to finish off my card for today. I hope you enjoyed. Check out the description for all of the products I used. Don't forget to subscribe to the Pixie Dust Designs YouTube channel. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. If you like this video, I would love a thumbs up. Have fun with your Halloween crafting, and I hope to see you soon.